welcome to the Black Hat Intuitive channel and to my latest intuition building exercise called Truth or Discernment. For this remote viewing psychic development program, you will determine with your intuitive abilities who is trustworthy in the truther community and who is not. I have put the name of a particular person in the truther community in this jar, so the person is in this jar right now. And you will go into your intuitive awareness and ask the various questions about this truther, and the name of them, who they actually are, will be revealed to you at the end of the video. You may want to read the channel description or read the written description of this YouTube video for more information on this channel and also on this exercise. Also, you may want to get a pen and paper for this exercise if that is the manner in which you best remember information. So let us begin. So we are going to start an exercise in truth discernment, an exercise to enhance your own intuitive development as well as determine the truth about someone else, a famous truther in the UFO disclosure conspiracy community who is written down in this jar. So focus on your breath, and as you breathe, focus on the picture of a dot. The dot should be small at first, but as you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out, the dot will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And when you sense it is the adequate size, you will walk through the dot. And when you do, when you are on the other side of the dot, you will sense something is different. The dot took away all of your preconceived notions about people, the world, and the nature of reality. So now, on the other side of the dot, you see a path. And there's a mist over top of it, but it is a comforting mist. And you walk towards it. Keep walking and walking and walking and walking along the path until you reach a stone structure in the middle of a meadow and sit down and look past some trees and stare. At a piece of paper, the piece of paper on the jar. Only you don't know the name of it, but you know it is regarding the person, the truth, about the truther from which you want to know the information about. So now, without knowing the actual name, you can see if you, your higher self, or your optimal spirit guide will give you some general information about this famous truther. Write it down now. Write down what information is important for you to know about this famous truther. It may not make sense at first, but just write down some sentences that your higher self wants you to know generally, overall, about this famous truther. So write that down now. When you have written down this information, I want you to look deeper than the information that you have written down and look into the heart of the truther. Ask yourself what is truly in their heart. You may see a picture of a heart, or what is in their heart, or something else. Write it down. Write it down if the information comes in the form of words, or draw it if it comes in the form of images, or remember it now if that is what works best for you. When you have done this, written down the information in regards to this question, we will move on to the next question. Now, I want you to ask yourself another question about this truther in this jar in front of me. What were their intentions when they first began? Just write down or remember what first comes to mind. When you've written down the answer to this question, I want you to ask yourself another question. Ask your superconscious mind or your higher self, and do not question the words that you write down, but ask yourself, did something happen along the way to change the way they operate? What information they put out? Have they changed? They may have changed in a good, bad, or a neutral way, or not have changed at all. Just write down from your superconscious mind or yourself, your higher self, the answers that first come to mind. What you get may not make sense, but write it down anyway. After you've written out your information to this question, we will move on to the next question. So for the last and final question, I want you to go higher above yourself, higher and higher and higher, higher than even your higher self, and go to the universe, source, or God. And I want you to ask the universe about this famous truther. Ask the universe what it has to say about this famous truther. Just write out what comes to mind. It may be a little, it might be a lot. Just write out the words directly from your superconscious mind or higher self, connected to what the higher self of the universe has to say to you about this famous truther. So write down the information that you get now in whatever form it comes. When you are done writing down this question or getting information about this question, you want to determine more information about this truther before I reveal who they are, you can pause the video to do so, because in the next section we are going to determine which famous truther you are remote viewing. So now it's time for the reveal. So the name of the famous truther that you were remote viewing was Alex Jones. Alex Jones. So let me know what you got in the comment section in regards to various information you gathered about this famous truther. Did the answers surprise you? Did they go against your preconceived notion of this famous truther? What kind of details did you pick up about the trustworthiness of this famous truther? I hope that you will do the various intuitive exercises on my channel, which work together in tandem to target different aspects of the intuitive brain. Thank you for participating in this exercise.